Alright, so this is the aftermarket Acura RL Tesla style screen that I put in my 2007. So it is plug and play and it does work. It has CarPlay features. If you go here, I'm recording from my iPhone, but right now I still have the screen protector on. I bunged it up while installing it. We don't talk about that. It's all right, all good. So I paid $770 for this. It was very expensive, and for what you pay, it's kind of not worth it. You gotta love your car a lot if you want one of these. But the AC controls do work, and the way that they work is a little bit finicky. So you get the once you replace this unit, you completely remove any functionality with the DVD disc drive in the rear trunk right there. But as you can see, when you have it set too high and these are like really your only options here, it's everything all at once. Comes out of these fans, comes out of these fans, even in the back over here, comes out of here. So when it's set to high, full fan speed, max heat, but as you go down, it'll lower the temperature and the fan speed at the same time. That is really finicky, but it works. So I can still have it blowing hot air even when I set it down all the way to 19. But once I hit low, then it blasts cold air, everything all at once. Max fan speed, everything. So then I go back up, and then it lowers the fan speed and lowers the cool temp. So that works pretty okay, but if you want it to be fancy, you could get something from a 2009 to 2012, and right in between here, it has its own fan speed setting, independent from these. So that works. But if you want to use the stock AC, you hold down this button here, and you can get on your screen there, you can see I have the dial functionality, but using these buttons is how I change that. Kind of janky, but again, it works, right? It works. So I can change all that. All that's good. It kind of breaks that. You will be able to change your clock from with this unit, which is good. But in terms of CAN bus settings here, you are kind of shit out of luck. I'm trying to remember the code here. But anyway, you can't really access like any CAN bus settings. Your AC button here, if this was any other car and you could access the CAN bus, it would work. But unfortunately, you can't here. The RL is just so proprietary, so OEM, it is bad. But yeah, and once you install this unit, the stock camera doesn't work anymore. So I'll show you what that situation's looking like, right? So I just come around. So basically what you would have to do is you would find a green wire underneath this panel, and then you take out this here to get access to your tail light. You'd rip all this carpeting out and shit. But basically, once you do all that, you take off this panel and you'll get access to a little harness here that controls both these bulbs here. Actually, all three bulbs. Your indicator, your reverse light, and just like your brake tail light. So I have it grounded down to the body of the car behind this, taking power from the tail light. And then over here is where I've installed my aftermarket camera. The one that they supplied me with was actually kind of like the perfect size just to silicone seal that up. And the alignment on it is actually pretty good. Like, can't really show you right now, too fucking lazy. But basically, like, yeah, you can get your own reverse camera in there. Works with the unit when they supply you with it. Works good, works good. Throw it in reverse, as you can see, and I can still see my bumper here, and it gives me still lots of horizontal view. So yeah, anyway, when you install this thing, you'll probably want to rip out your aux. You won't need any more. And that's where I put the two USB cables. And then to import any storage to this thing, it's actually through SD card. So if you want to import photos for your backgrounds, for anything on the display, if you want to add your own music like an MP3 player type thing to your head unit, it has 64 gigabytes of storage. At least my unit does. You can get all the way up to 256 storage, which is crazy, but that will run you a pretty penny. So yeah, this is my 2007 Acura RL aftermarket radio.